Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. Helix Sleep are the makers of premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to suit your needs and conveniently delivered right to your doorstep. We've had our Helix Sleep mattress now for a couple years and we are getting terrific sleep. We wake up well rested and our backs feel supported. We took the Helix Sleep quiz, which is super convenient and super easy because it matches you with the perfect mattress. For example, I happen to be a side sleeper. I prefer a firmer style mattress and I share my bed with my husband, who also took the quiz, and the quiz came up with the perfect compromise in the Helix Sleep Dusk Luxe. My husband and I love our Helix Sleep mattress, especially if you compare it to our old mattress, which we inherited, and while it served us well, it was definitely time to be replaced. 82% of participants saw an increase in their deep sleep cycle in Helix's Whisper Sleep study. Helix offers 20 unique mattresses to choose from, and they recently launched a variety of mattress toppers. Helix recently sent me their premium mattress topper, and it's perfect for relieving pressure off your shoulders and off your hips, and I'm planning on using it in our guest room so our guests get a really good night's sleep. Besides getting great sleep, what I really love about our Helix Sleep mattress was that it arrived rolled up in a cardboard box, which was great to maneuver up our narrow set of stairs, and I was able to install the mattress myself. All Helix Sleep mattresses come with a 100-night sleep trial to make sure you love it. There's free shipping. It will arrive rolled up in a box and delivered right to your doorstep. So if you'd like to start getting great sleep, you can click the link down below or head over to helixsleep.com/emmymade and take advantage of the exclusive partner 4th of July sale. It's a site-wide 27% off. Big thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video and for allowing me to make better videos for all of you. Alrighty, my lovelies, today we're going to be making two beverages that promise to be refreshing, delicious, and perfect for summer. We are making lemonade, but not an ordinary version of lemonade. We're making something that has been called Brazilian lemonade. It's also known as limonada or Limonada Suiça. We are going to be using a blender to make a form of lemonade that's actually made with limes. It sounds confusing, but it's not. In Portuguese, limon also means lime or lemon, but in this case, more particularly lime. But I also want to know what it tastes like with lemon because I adore lemonade, so I want to make it with lemons as well, just to see what the difference in flavor is. Now, to be clear, lemonade in the States is different than lemonade in the UK. Lemonade here in the States is not bubbly or effervescent or carbonated. It's made with fresh lemons, ideally with sugar and water, and served cold, often with ice. It's a very refreshing summery drink. In the UK, lemonade is often a more like Sprite type of drink. But today we're going to be making a Brazilian type of lemonade made with limes and the pandemic favorite ingredient, condensed milk. Isn't that interesting? So we're going to be combining citrus with condensed milk. Now this is a magical ingredient. It does not curdle or separate when acid is added to it. In fact, it turns into a magical ingredient. If you haven't seen my Carlota de Limon video or the icebox cake that's made with lime juice, Maria biscuits, condensed milk, and a little bit of evaporated milk, that's it, 4 ingredients, and you get this wonderful icebox cake. Definitely check that out. That too would also be perfect for summer. I'm guessing this drink is going to be similar in flavor because we have similar ingredients, but I really want to know, I really want to know what it's like. And plus, what I think is really interesting about this recipe is we're going to be pulsing whole pieces of lime in a blender. We're not going to peel it. The whole lime is going in there. Isn't that interesting? Let's go ahead and get started. So here we have our ingredients. I was going to say 4, but if we want to call water and ice different ingredients, then we have 5 ingredients. But condensed milk, limes, sugar, water, and ice. Blend it all together to make this amazing drink. Beautiful limes. I've already washed and dried. So I found several versions of this drink online, and I'm roughly following the New York Times recipe, but as a lot of recipes go, you would make this to suit your own taste. If you like it sweeter, less sweeter, more sour, less sour. It's already smelling incredible. I love the smell of citrus. It smells so bright and happy. So I've just quartered up the lime to make it a little bit easier. There are 2 whole limes here. Into the blender, some sugar, water. So in Brazil, in Portuguese, this drink is also called Limonada Suiça, which means Swiss lemonade. And apparently the recipe for this drink appeared on cans of condensed milk, which is owned by Nestle, a Swiss company. Swiss lemonade. So this is a 2 tablespoon measure, and I'm gonna add 3 of these. It's about a half a can. Look at that. Now we're also gonna add some ice. So we have to have this nice and cold. And we're just gonna pulse this a bit, about 5 times. And the reason why we don't want to overblend this is if we do so, then it'll make the drink more bitter. Because remember, we've got the pith and the peel and stuff going on in here, so we don't want to do that. 1. I'm gonna turn up my speed a little bit. Oh boy, don't do that. This is very full, and don't do that. Oh my gosh. Obvious how many times I've made this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, good grief. Oh, it's gonna be so sticky. All right. This is why people wear aprons, but I never wear an apron. I don't know. I feel encumbered. But then you get dirty. I don't know. I feel like I don't get too dirty in the kitchen. Okay, famous last words, right? All right, clean up our mess a bit. All right. Or you could just put the lid on very carefully, and that probably wouldn't happen. Alrighty, this looks beautiful, frothy. Going to pour this through a colander sieve to get all of the lime out. So get a rough idea of how coarsely we blended that. And look at that, it's beautiful. Frothy. Now we're going to take a lemon that I sliced, cut a little radius into, and look. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Look how fancy that looks. Woo-hoo-hoo. Love the frothy top on that. Mm-hmm. It smells wonderful. Bright, vibrant, and looks just, it feels fancy. Cold. Alrighty, here we go. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. My first limonada. Wow. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad I tried this. Wow. I thought it was going to taste like a lime version of a creamsicle, which is an orange cream popsicle that you can get here in the United States. It does not. This is so refreshing. It's icy cold. It has a wonderful froth on top, so you get this kind of airy texture on top, but an icy cold beverage that is packed with lime flavor. So it's tangy, but it's softened gently with the condensed milk, but it's not too sweet. It's just beautifully balanced. Even with that additional sugar, I thought, oh, this is going to be more dessert-like. It isn't. It's wonderful. So, so cool. I think it's wonderful. The texture of it is lovely. It has such a nice body to it. The little bit of condensed milk and then frothing it and airing it up in the blender gives it a really lovely kind of whipped consistency. But it's not really thick. It's not like a milkshake, but it's definitely fluffy. in a beverage, but it's icy cold. But what I really love is that it still remains nicely sour and tangy and beautifully vibrant with lime. Way better than a creamsicle. I don't like creamsicles, and I didn't think I would particularly like dairy mixed with my citrus, but yes, yes, ma'am. Ice is a must. You must have lots of ice, icy cold. Wow, I'm so impressed with that. And it does somewhat taste like the icebox cake, but not really. The icebox cake has some vanilla flavors in it, and it's much sweeter and more dessert-like, while this is just terribly refreshing and fan-stinking-tastic. Love, love the texture, flavor, everything. Alrighty, I love this so much. Wouldn't change a thing. But let's try it with a whole lemon instead of a lime, because I wonder. Alrighty, lovelies, you know the drill. We're gonna add our sugar, 1 whole lemon. This is a large lemon. If you have smaller lemons, use 2. Condensed milk, 2 cups of water, same amount of ice, about 5 good whizzes. This one is not as aromatic. And this one too is beautifully frothy. And let us serve the whipped lemonade. Cheers. Oh. Oh, that's delicious too. I feel like in the lemon version, I can taste the dairy more. It tastes a little bit more creamy and milky. In the limonada, in the lime version, I really taste the presence of the lime. Really concentrated, strong lime flavor. Maybe there's more lime juice in 2 limes than there is in 1 big lemon. Maybe that's the difference. The lemon version is not as sour, and there's a lemon flavor, but it's not as intense as the lime. And that simply could just be a matter of proportion in terms of how much citrus juice I had to the condensed milk and water and ice. Oh, but is it so good? Fantastic. Of the 2, I like the lime version better. It's more sour and more limey, but that again might be because of the proportion of lime juice. I tried to get a similar amount of juice, but to be really precise, you would have to squeeze the fruit and then measure the juices. But I really wanted to blend up a whole lemon, you know, and a whole lime. Either one works. If you don't have limes on hand, you could make a lemon version and it's delicious. Absolutely a winner. Winner, winner, winner. Fantastic. Can't wait to let my kids give it a taste and see what they think. Alrighty, my lovelies, thanks so much for watching, and big thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to get a Helix Sleep mattress for yourself, you can click the link down below or head over to helixsleep.com/emmymade and take advantage of their 4th of July sale. It's a site-wide 27% off. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye.
Side.